Hey everybody, my name is Dija Medina. I graduated from Riverside last year, class of 25, and I'm loving being an uprising leader here. So before I was saved, I was in a really dark place mentally, and I just felt like I didn't need to be here anymore. I felt like I couldn't see a future for myself, that my life was leading to nothing, and I just really didn't want to be here, and I felt like my life had no purpose and I had no purpose. My mindset back then was, I'm just gonna do whatever I want and I don't care what happens to me, like I'm just gonna have fun. And so in doing that, I started hanging out with the wrong people. I started vaping, I started skipping class, lying to my parents where I was going. I was just sneaking around and just doing stuff I wasn't supposed to be doing. So eventually that just all caught back up to me, and I got in a little bit of trouble, and whenever that happened, all those friends I had left me, and I just felt so alone and so empty, and it just all led to nothing. Whenever I was at this one school a few years back, I felt like I was in a bad place and I didn't like it mentally. It just made me feel down and everything. So I prayed to God and I told him, I said, Lord, please, if you take me out of the school, bring me to any school, like no matter what, I promise you that I will listen to you. I'll do whatever you want me to do. Just please take me out of this place. And I didn't realize it at the time, but I eventually ended up going to a different school. And while I was at that school, I remembered when I prayed for this, and that just really made me feel like God heard me and that God was listening to me and that he specifically had a plan for me. And that's when I knew that God is gonna make something work for me. A lot of young girls would come up to me and ask me for advice or just tell me everything that they're going through and just needed some wisdom. And I feel like God really used me to speak to them, and because it was never my advice, it was always God speaking through me. So the words that were coming out of me, it wasn't Dija speaking, it was God. And I feel like that's when I really realized, like, this is what God is calling me and this is how God has used me. People will come up to me and just tell me that they can see leadership in me, and I have a lot of leader characteristics and stuff like that, and they were always telling me, keep doing what you're doing. These younger kids are looking up to you, so just keep doing what you're doing and let God keep using you, because you are a leader, and that's what really helped me. As soon as we're saved, we're called to serve God and to serve others, and that's what my purpose is. From the very beginning, that's what I'm called to do, and I feel like God has placed it in my heart to be an elementary school teacher, so I'm just gonna keep trying to fulfill that purpose and plant seeds in little ones' lives so that maybe one day when they're older, they can go back to that and just use that throughout their whole life, and they can keep growing in their faith and growing stronger in that. But even if you feel like you don't know what God's purpose for you is right now, just remember, serve God and serve his people, and that's what you just gotta do. So I'd say really be rooted in your word and making time to have that quiet time with God and really just be able to be still and listen to him, because if you listen for God, he's going to answer you, but you have to be the one to put in that effort and put in that work to try to hear from him. So you do have a purpose, but you have to put in an effort to find that purpose and to hear what God's purpose for you is.